Today we're taking a look at the NECA Pescadero Escape T-800. It's from Wave 1. It's the first series. It's an awesome figure. It's one of the more basic ones, but I'm trying to make do with my promise and get through all of the T2 figures that I can before the release of Genesis. Now, I'm starting to realize that that is a lot easier said than done, but I'm going to try. I'm going to get as much as I can. Thank you, NECA, for giving me so much stuff that it's hard to review it all in time. Alright, now here you have it in the traditional clamshell packaging. He just looks like a badass in there staring out at you. There's something about just the original look of him that, I don't know, just so nostalgic. Whenever I got him in the mail, I just sat there and I stared at him for a while and was like, okay. It was just this sense of satisfaction that you don't get very often. Now on the spine you have the traditional, well, you have all the traditionals. I don't know, I just like to take a second and look at the packaging, because it's fantastic, and I think that's a testament to the company itself. Whenever the packaging is just as awesome as the collectible inside, it's more than the figure, you know? It's the packaging it comes in, and whenever it looks this cool, you maybe have a bunch of them underneath your desk and say things like, I'm going to use them whenever I move to my new place, and that way people get off your back about collecting them. Which brings me to another really good point. They are awesome for transporting your figures back and forth. Now look at that bad boy. Now you can see on the side right there where there's a little bit of a touch-up. I didn't do that. A friend thought they'd be helpful. I broke their fingers. We're not friends anymore. But, I mean, just look at that likeness to Arnold. It's a great sculpt. I'm not really going to talk about the sculpt. I think you can kind of look that over and see for yourself. What I want to talk about is the fact that it is a little bit older. So if you do get one of these and you take it out of the packaging, let's talk about the neckline, shall we? Here you're going to see when I twist it right there. It's the paint. Now, you can, when you're displaying it and you have it looking, you can't really tell. It moves all the way around, but there was some stickage. I did get some spill off right there, and the paint did peel on my figure. Now, I could probably buy some paints. I could probably fix that really, really cheap. I'm not going to. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm just warning you, if you're that type of collector, watch out for that. Now, as far as the paint job goes, it's just like the rest of the Arnold figures. I mean, the T-800, excuse me. But you'll see that it's the regular rubber jacket. It's the straight black shirt underneath, so it's a straight wash. Nothing special about it, nothing fancy. It's not supposed to be. It's just your regular T-800 traditional standard. Here you got the Winchester shotgun in his hand. It's got a really good paint job on it. It's done really well. Let's go ahead and take it out of his hands. Be very careful when you first get him and taking it out, putting it in, just positioning him in general because it's an older figure. There is some stickage. Here you're going to look up at the shoulders. You're going to see that it is on a ball joint, so it does move around. You can do up and down. You can move it all around. Same with the elbow. It goes back and forth. Now it is a little loose. If you take a look up there, you'll see it kind of loosens up. So you got to be very careful. Plus, holding the shotgun in the hand, it puts stress on the joint, so it's going to get even more loose throughout time. So you got to be careful. Here on the wrist, when you get it, seriously be careful because, here, let's get a closer look. I snapped the peg off mine. Now, I tried hot water. I tried breathing on it. I tried using a hair dryer. Nothing seemed to work. I used Gorilla Glue. So what I did was I positioned it with the shotgun before I glued the hand on it, and as you can see right there, you can't even tell what it's on display. You actually have to like take a really close look to actually even see it. So it's not a huge deal, but I mean, I did cry a little bit inside whenever I did it, but you know, within a couple hours it was fixed. So now let's take a look at the other arm. Now the other arm, the joint in the elbow, makes me a little bit sad. As you can see in the shoulder, it's fine. It's stiff. It actually is holding very well. But here, it's very loose. And, watch this. Yeah. Bends back a little too far. I don't see an endoskeleton doing that, man. They are perfect machines. So, it does make it a little bit sad. It doesn't seem like it's going to fall off or snap or anything. But still, I'm very careful with this figure because of it. Pretty much, other than this review, he just stands there looking all sorts of awesome. But just be careful with it. Like I said, it doesn't seem like it's going to snap, but look at that. I mean, that can't be good, whether it's a figure or a human being. Now, I do realize that that zipper is supposed to be on the other side, but the hand doesn't really spin. It's kind of stuck, and I'm afraid that it's not going to be able to move regardless. You can see right here, it's just not moving. I don't want to snap it like I did with the other hand. I don't want to snap the peg on it, so it's just going to stay like that for now, I guess. On the leg, you got the traditional bend right here, the bend at the lower leg. You even have some moving at the foot, but that way you can position that left leg so that no matter where you kind of put him, he can kind of stand even if you don't have a NECA stand for him. But you should totally be buying NECA stands for your figure. Why not? They're awesome and they're made for them. Now you can see that they've done the wash all over the body. He's a little loose in his waist as well. See that? He could dance if he wanted, and he's not supposed to be able to do that. On the bottom, you're going to be able to see here, this little guy was made in 2009. So like I said, he's an older figure. Like any flaw that I actually found on him, I really give it contribution to the fact that it's been a long time and it's been in that packaging. And then you got that dead stare. Now, with the dead stare on him, it's much like the Cyberdyne Showdown. He looks more like Arnold depending on what angle you put him at. Now, there's some paint problems with the sunglasses, which are really easy touch-ups. The hairline you could touch up if you wanted to. But, like I said, it's really about the angle because of the chin. And, once again, the paint, it's a little bit shiny. They're mass-produced. There's so many of these things that are made for a very limited time, I might add. They're not, they don't go on forever and ever and ever, but they do have to make thousands and thousands of these things, so you're going to have to expect some kind of mass manufacture flaw. But look, you even have laugh lines on his face, you can see. You have the forehead lines. That's one of my favorite angles of him right there. Or also there's that head-on shot of him standing there with that Winchester shotgun staring you down like he's gonna, come down the hallway and murder you. Because let us not forget, in T2, up until the moment in the hallway where he drops the roses, they paint the picture so that you think that Robert Patrick's character is actually the good guy, and the T-800 has come back once again to murder. And then you realize, oh shit, that's not the case at all. That T-1000 is going to murder everybody, and shit's going to get real. That's pretty much how it happens. And then just look at him. Like I said, standing there with that shotgun, with the wash on the clothes and everything, it's just, when it comes to T2, other than him sitting on top of that Harley and looking you in the eye, that is Arnold, just standing there with that shotgun. So on my next one, I'm going to try to do a couple more T-1000s, a couple more T-800s. Like I said, thank you NECA so much for giving me such a huge line that it's really hard to get through all of them. But some of them I'm really looking forward to, especially when we get to the Terminator figures. I'm really stoked about doing the reviews on those. So just keep with me. Like I said, I got till July 2nd to get as many of them up as I possibly can. And then after that, I'll start doing the Alien line. And then obviously in October, I'm looking forward to doing all my horror movies. So, if they keep putting out NECA figures, I'm never going to get enough of these. So stay tuned, subscribe, and until next time. Thank you.